Play my position, what is given with no concerns. Go, 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 go. Set it off. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it off. You living boring, I'm gonna set it off. Shooting, I'm scoring, I'm gonna set it off. Like soldiers torn, I'm gonna set it off. Son of God, no, I am not son of man. Blessings keep falling, the fingers keep coming in. I got you, but just know I'm texting like Uncle Sam. Left to the bank, you know that I'm coming in. We don't do it for the bands though, we don't do it for the clout. Legacy on the line, so I'm moving in and out. Seen good ones turn top dog, greedy ones get knocked off. I keep looking at the bench like I could never not ball. Coach keep me in the game, Curry deadly with the range. I keep looking in the mirror like, who is he? I'm insane. Who am I? He insane. Guess I am the one to blame. What's done is done, won't change. Time to live up to my name. Real will be real, fake gon' fall. Took time with this here, I'm made for a while. No sleeping, no, I won't fall. No sleeping, no, I want it all. I keep God first. I see evil, when I converse. Not today, say. This how God works. Play my position, what is given with no concerns. Go, 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 go. Set it off. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it off. You living boring, I'm gonna set it off. Shooting, I'm scoring, I'm gonna set it off. Like soldiers torn, I'm gonna set it off. Told my baby, meet me at the bank. Told my mama, I'ma break the trend. Locked in, I'ma change the weight. Working for my baby's kids. Hard times couldn't make the rent. Working hard, couldn't save a cent. Lonely nights, just me and God. Swear to him, always made the ends. Grab a paper, see the news. Hate coming by the tools. Walk a mile in my shoes. Something you could never do. Got my back against the wall. Bet I always pull through. Who are you, who are you? Who are you, who are you? Sending shots, I block 'em. Superman with the moves. Rock 'em, sock 'em, drop, pop 'em. Play to win, never lose. Run it up, I top 'em. Play full belly too. I hip hop or pop 'em. Anything I could do. The real won't be real, fake gon' fall. Took time with this here, I made for a while. No sleeping, no, I won't fall. No sleeping, no, I want it all. I keep God first. I see evil, when I converse. Not today, say. This how God works. Play my position, what is given with no concerns. Go, 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 go. Set it off. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it off. You living boring, I'm gonna set it off. Shooting, I'm scoring, I'm gonna set it off. Like soldiers torn, I'm gonna set it off.
Like you hurt me too, me too. We're letting go, drifting apart. We're letting go, drifting apart. I can hurt you like you hurt me too, me too. We're letting go, drifting apart. We're letting go, drifting apart. like you hurt me too, me too.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to On the Map. My name is Jonathan, coming at you from Honolulu in the Fiji Islands.
Mula. Today-
Bula, everybody. To
today's-
everybody who's going to see this and be like, oh, this is stupid. This is one of those live things that he does. I'm going to get out of here. Make your choice now. Because we have a lot of fun here. And I would like you guys to let me know what you guys want to talk about.
Sorry. Oh.
Yeah, because this is a good chance for us to hang out with each other, and you guys tell me what you want to talk about, questions that you guys have about our lives or about your life. We used to do some like relationship advice and stuff like that. That was fun. Yeah, just a bit of a different way to interact with each other. So I spent my weekend, for those of you who follow us on social media, you can go check out one of our latest reels where I was fishing in Sausawa over the weekend with my good friend Len Haynes, who owns Dig Track, and Liam Best, who's a South African veterinarian. And yes, ladies, unfortunately, he is taken.
That guy is funny.
Not single. Huh?
He's funny.
Yeah, he is funny. Yeah.
He has the South African accent.
Oh yeah, full on.
Heavy.
Yeah, we're gonna do a podcast with him because he comes from a place in. So I used to live in Mozambique, Africa, and he comes from a place in South Africa that's actually up close to the Mozambique border. You don't usually find that. Most of the people that I met from South Africa are from one of the big city centers like Pretoria or Johannesburg or Cape Town or Durban or something like this. But he's actually grew up in just on a nature reserve that's or in a town that's right beside this big huge wetland nature reserve, and so he's a vet. That's where his passion came from, was growing up alongside nature like that. And so his biggest passion in life is fishing. He's just even more than me maybe even, which is crazy to think, but he lives and breathes fishing. And so the whole reason he came to Fiji was because he looked at the reefs that we have around our islands, and he's here to apply his trade of being a vet, but he said he could make more than 3 times as much if he was doing the same job in South Africa. And their dollar is worth 1/3 of Fiji's dollar. So put that into perspective. So anyways, he's not here for the money. And
so clearly the job is an excuse.
Yeah, the job is an excuse to put him on fish, basically. And so he's been a bit frustrated and also, blessed in the situation that he's got to go out on fishing excursions, but he's just been he doesn't have a boat. And so he's just looking for opportunities to join up with people. And so, this weekend we're going to go down to Bua, and we're going to try to mix work with play a little bit and try to put him on some fish down there. So he was literally casting at some reefs, and he was each cast can change my future, because he said if I catch a trevally off this popper, he's I will apply for a 3-year residency in Fiji. So he was
who's gonna make that kind of crazy move? Just yep, I'm catching this trevally. That's it. 3-year contract.
Yeah. So he was rigging up this huge freaking popper. Actually,
that was huge. Is that his?
That was Len's.
Oh.
Len's put this on. He's holy crap. He's
dude, how much was that?
This. And he's they're probably $60 or $80.
Huh.
And he's yeah, you can catch a good sized trevally on this. And he's as he's tying the knot, he's man, he's this cast, he's this next 30 minutes could change my whole life. I'm yeah. Well, I was just hoping he was gonna hook up, but he didn't.
3-year.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's a really cool guy. So the cool thing is, on go check him out on Instagram. Actually, not because he's definitely not the social media type, but he's a very reserved. He's 26 years old or something. Really young guy, but comes across as being more mature. I think because he's so reserved and he chooses his words wisely. I guess he's not. He doesn't act like your average 25, 26-year-old. But yeah, after finishing vet school, he actually worked in like these remote agriculture locations in South Africa. And so when he was applying for the job with Animals Fiji, we're going to do a podcast with him because I want to talk about some of the things that he's been involved in the vet world. And also I'm going to ask you guys for questions so that we can all ask him as farmers some of the best practices and things that he can help us with advice, because he gave me some really good advice in helping my bull that had a very injured foot. And so the only reason one of the big reasons why he got the job with Animals Fiji was, as he was going through the application process, they're like, how are you like 1 year, 8 months out of vet school, and you've done all of these procedures? Because one of the things they needed or one of the requirements on the application was like 3 years of experience. And you have to have done this procedure, and done it all by yourself or overseen those procedures, not just been like a student, a part of these procedures. And he's done he had checked off everything on the list. And one of the things I asked him in the interview was like, how do you manage to have all these things done and you're only like less than a year in the workforce? And they were like, and he said, well, like I've been in charge of like this remote station. What?
Check your mic. Is it on?
No, it's not.
It's not on?
No. So can you hear me?
Dave, it's not on. Yeah.
You might need to give me ears. Oh, okay.
So you were picking up on mine.
Wait, can they hear a little bit? So you guys probably couldn't hear me very well. Could you hear a little bit?
Yeah, I
Okay,
can hear you.
okay.
I can hear you.
So,
It's on recording.
So the reason that he was able to get the job and be placed in Fiji was because he's had so much experience in such a short amount of time. So if you go on his Instagram anyways, you can see like he's been in like these crazy wildlife parks. And I was talking to him about going and spending a couple nights down in Bua, like probably camping on the beach. And like, if that's okay with him, can he, survive kind of thing? Like, it might be a bit like outback. And he's like, when we go camping, he said like, we'll camp and there's like lions and hyenas and stuff like all around. And he's like, we'll just be like sitting there like at camp and there'll be like lions that'll walk up. And I'm like, dude, I'm like, okay. No, then this is nothing. You will definitely survive. So he's definitely game. He's super game for the camping. Everything's good with the audio?
Yeah.
Set?
Good.
And so, yeah, anyways, we went fishing with him on yesterday on Sunday, and that was just like, that was awesome. He didn't lose a huge tuna, by the way. I was making fun of him because I said, man, I think you lost like that's the last time you get the rod. I said, you just lost like probably the world record tuna there. Actually, what I saw it come up, the fish, just to the surface, but nobody else did. I did, and it made me wonder if I actually saw the right thing. But I know I did see it, and I'm pretty sure it was a skipjack, which is like whatever. But then the story, I kept escalating the story, and eventually it turned into that he had lost the world record fish, and so that's what I told him. He was a huge disappointment, and so then I made a reel making fun about him, and that he owes us all beer. So
Dude, it was full on with his South African
yeah,
rugby
so
jersey.
he loves fishing and he loves rugby. And me, my one love is fishing and rugby, like in my life. And he said he has not missed a single minute of Springboks rugby since the age of 6. And so I'm like, you mean like, what if you have to use the bathroom? He said, no, I don't. I don't miss a second. And so the Springboks game was at 2:30, I think, on Sunday morning, and he was up at 2:30. Then we went fishing at 5:30. Game finished at 5. He was down at the docks by 5:30, and yeah. And we'd actually met just randomly at Planters and stuff.
Well, that's why he was wearing the jersey. Because they played against Lions.
They played against the Babas.
Oh, Babas.
Yeah.
They beat Babas.
Yeah, they did. 54-7 or something.
Yeah.
I mean, Babas is just like a fun team, right? Like,
yeah,
it's a pretty cool, because they're a mixture of old players and current players, but it's like it's like your superstars, I guess. And
what's Tanumanga playing?
Tanumanga? No.
Oh no, who's that guy? Manunu.
I don't know if he was.
Okay, no, who's the other guy? The dreads guy in the, was it Japan's team?
Dredska in Japan. I don't know. But yeah, Bombas is a cool opportunity for these players to like just have some fun and play rugby, which must be really, really cool to just all assemble and kind of just hang out for the week and then play an epic test match. And see, obviously Springboks won, being the Springboks. And me and him have this automatic connection because I spent some of my childhood in Africa, and because of that, my favorite team behind Fiji is the Springboks. And so, you know, we have a lot in common, me and Liam, actually, which is pretty cool. And with the fishing, it's like, maybe we should go in together and buy a boat, because me and him desperately need a watercraft. If he was here longer, actually, I would talk to him about it, because that'd be a really good investment for two guys. Because actually, that'd be actually the best, because to buy a boat with somebody who you trust, and then just keep it in Sabu and just split the costs and stuff like that, that would be pretty awesome. And so actually, I was asking Dave today about Dave Allen.
Dave Allen?
Yeah. Is that who was on the chat?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was asking Dave today about his boat because I'm like, Liam's just desperately looking for cool people to hang out with.
Shota Hori or something. He's the hooker for Japan.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Was he playing?
Yeah,
he
was playing with the Babas.
Oh.
Last time I remember, I don't know if he was playing.
Yeah, there's a bunch of superstars that play with them.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool team.
He was the best hooker for Japan.
Yeah.
like
It's
that
got to
guy.
be a pretty sick, just a fun time, eh?
Yeah.
Like to play with the Babas.
Yeah.
I think Wanyangola played last year with them.
He did?
Yeah, he played a game on their tour. Did Ma'anonu? Can't remember. Ma'anonu's definitely played with them. I don't know if he was on last year, but. And so. Yeah, but Dave could be a good. Yeah, Liam's just an easy guy to hang out with. So when you get your boat done, it could be fun. He also
It should be fun to watch rugby with
him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And actually, we were talking about you. I said, man, my content manager, he just pisses me off so much.
Yeah.
Because we actually talked in depth about, or at length and in depth about Chasing the Sun, the documentary of the South African team. And because it's not available to anybody really outside of the UK or South Africa, which is really annoying. No, he just watched it because it's on Rugby Pass. And so... But he was just going on and on about it, like how awesome it was. I'm like, dang it, I can't believe I can't see it. And I told him like some of the parts that I've seen, just the clips. And then there's one part where Rassi, the coach, is like talking to the guys about like Sia Khaleesi, you think this is about Sia? You think like, you know, and like really like going hard on the players, you know, like you guys think you're all this and you're not.
Was that after the games with
Yeah,
Ireland?
yeah.
When the Ireland beat them.
Yeah, and then I said, and then my content manager, like, I showed him that video, and then he reposted the video, like, a few hours later, being like, this is what they need after South Africa, after they lose to Ireland. And me and him were just like, stupid. People are so dumb. I said, you're such a bandwagon. Like, you just can't stop talking about Bandiaki and stuff like that. Like,
Hey, I'm not a bandwagon. I'm a true fan.
You're bandwagon. You just got on as soon as you started winning.
I've been a true fan of Ireland, man.
Since they got good, or?
Well, since they first beat New Zealand, because I hate New Zealand with
me
guts.
too. Me too.
I hate them. And when they first started, like, I don't remember.
That was probably 2017, 2018.
No, before that.
Really?
Yeah. That was another test match that they played against, and then they beat New Zealand. But
And that was the
I
time?
was like, Ireland, for sure, Ireland.
But like,
Even though they keep losing in the quarterfinals, but yeah.
if like this is got to be the best South African team.
Yeah, to
Like
date,
it's got to be it's got to be the best if they complete this year and win. It's got to be the best team of all time. I think winning all the competitions, winning the World Cup twice in a row, because New Zealand won the World Cup twice in a row, but they didn't go on to like win all the international competitions after that. And so I think this, it's really cool talking to South African, anyways, about how big of a deal. Because I didn't realize that the Springboks are everything. Like that's everything in South Africa is like Springboks.
Yeah.
Like the whole country stops. He said when the Springboks play.
So like us before, with like sevens, eh?
Yeah.
Now it's not like the hype anymore.
Yeah.
Before, I remember, boy, my grandmother, used to pray and fast.
Really?
Yeah, when
Whoa.
like they were about to play like one HSBC 7 series, Melrose Cup, Hong Kong.
Really?
Boy, my grandmother would write all the
Wow.
names, know all the jerseys, and the players will be wearing the jersey numbers, praying.
Fasting for them. Wow.
Fasting. One time we were painting the kitchen room. Oh, yeah, after they won the Hong Kong Sevens.
Okay.
When Serevi left
Oh, 506, yeah.
JUN. And then she just painted in the kitchen room all the numbers and the names and like Fiji.
Really?
I used to
Hardcore, eh?
tease her when
Yeah.
when they were about to lose against New Zealand. I used to cheer for New Zealand. She'd be like praying, "Come on, boys!" And I used to cheer for New Zealand. Yeah, 5%. She started swearing.
Dude, you just did it to troll.
Just trolling her. She's like, "Hey, I thought you pray. I thought you were like fasting." Just started chasing me out.
Oh, Rick, that's funny.
But yeah, like I remember that time, boy, like all of Fiji, just Fiji Sevens, everything about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never liked New Zealand just because of, I always felt like they weren't much if we took away Samoa, Tonga, and Fiji from them.
Yeah.
And so I never really thought they were like a real representation of the flag.
Yeah.
Of the flag. Obviously, I'm wrong on that because like their flag represents a country where all are welcome and where there's like the equivalent of the American dream for us Pacific Islanders a lot of times is in New Zealand and Australia, and so they represent a melting pot of all the people they've given opportunity to. So this is all sports and this is just for fun, people. So just keep that in mind.
That's the same for me.
Yeah.
Like I always see that they have an advantage,
Yeah.
like over other world like rugby teams.
Yeah.
Because they get to poach other like islanders. And
Exactly.
they're not really a New Zealand team,
And the same thing goes for Ireland now, right? I
Well,
mean, like you
well,
have
Ireland-
Bandiaki,
well,
you
Ireland
have,
just play the game that they were playing.
You have Van der
you know?
Flair, you have James Lowe, you have lots of players in the Irish side that are also, actually not
Well,
from
that's
Ireland.
just
So
now,
I just
just
wonder
like
what
now,
Ireland would
like
be.
2020.
Shut your mouth. I just wonder what Ireland would be with, if they're actually Irish players, So,
Well, see, they threw Bandiaki away because he wasn't good enough.
because see, in Fiji we have to play with our own players. We don't get Irish players. We don't get, you don't have Tongans and Samoans there, right?
Okay.
Buddy. Yes.
A bit lucky the weather.
Yeah, beautiful. I wish it would hold until this weekend, but it doesn't look like it's going to. It's supposed to get windy, which is not ideal for being on the ocean or flying drones. I need to take the drone so we can check some of the points instead of hiking for hours.
Yeah, this what we Fijians call Bungiwalu?
Yeah, but I don't know when the Bungiwalu started. There starts
Before you came, the week before.
week
started.
before,
Yeah.
right?
And then it was just finishing last week.
Right.
And just last week there were 2 incidents down at the coast.
Here,
Yeah. One guy.
the coconut tree.
Yeah, coconut tree fell on him and he died.
Right.
And I don't know, 3 or 4 people went fishing and boat capsized and 2 of them swim to what's that village? Past Bati down that way.
New Roa.
Another one. Rabi. There's one
Yeah,
Rabi.
Rabi is farther. Yeah.
Yeah, Rabi. They swam to Rabi.
Ooh.
And then I don't know, 3 still missing. Yeah.
Oh, still missing.
Yeah.
From where? Where are they from?
I don't know what village they came from, but just
But they're not
along
from
that-
Rabi.
No, not from Rabi.
So there's 5 of them?
Yeah.
Whoa.
They went out and yeah. People just like it's such a dumb thing to do. And they know Bangawaru, there's not a lot of fish to catch,
Yeah.
and it's
Risky.
risky. But they still went up.
Especially because here we don't have EPIRB usually in most of the boats, which is your emergency communication device that you can pull and the Navy shows up basically. And a lot of people don't have life jackets. Like in Fijian waters, like an EPIRB obviously would save you almost guaranteed, but like a life jacket would, because it's not cold here. Like in Canada, in the ocean, if you fall in the ocean, you're dead within an hour just because of hypothermia. But here you can survive for days just floating in the water. So yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just something you risk. Like if you're gonna go out without life jackets, then you risk that, right? Like buy the $60 life jacket and you could save your life. But we don't really think like that in Fiji. We just send it most of the time, which is kind of too bad.
Well, most of the time we'll get to learn when there's an accident, then we'll learn after that.
Yeah, but like I doubt anything would change.
Yeah.
I doubt everybody in the village goes out and buys life jackets, you know? I mean,
Well, if the law is really strict on them, eh?
it'd be one thing if like, it'd be a huge incentive maybe for people to get their boat master if they said, you know, we'll supply you with the life jackets, you know, for whatever PAX boat you have, right? If you have a boat that's surveyed, we'll give you a subsidy for life jackets or something. I mean,
Yeah.
but you can't fix stupid, because it is stupid that we do go out. I think probably 80% of the time I go out, I'm on boats without life jackets, right?
Yeah, true.
So I can't.
We're guilty of it.
I'm one of the stupid people. I'm saying, just so everybody knows. But yeah, definitely something that if it was my own boat, I would have life jackets. You just throw them in the front of the boat and you just forget about them. That's all. And at least they're there, right? Yeah.
Question from Joshua. Baki.
Hello,
Any thoughts
thank you.
on Fiji versus Scotland?
Fiji versus Scotland. Oh, well, Fiji versus Wallabies first, right?
Oh yeah. Who's first? This Sunday?
Yeah, Wallabies. So maybe I'll have to take the Starlink with us. Do I have any thoughts on it? No, I think I don't know. I think we have a great team. I'm very happy that our coach is Mick Byrne.
He knows these players, eh?
Yeah, he knows the players. He has the respect of the team. I would have loved to see Robert Louis as, or, oh my gosh, who's the Itauke coach for the Nrua women, the Fijiana?
Who? The coach?
Yeah.
Oh,
I want to say Sailosi, but we actually have to find this to give him his respect because he's an amazing coach. But I think Nada is with them now, right? With the Flying Fijians. So Masta is there, which is really, really good. Any more thoughts? Not really. It's kind of like after the first game, then I'll have thoughts. We'll put it that way. I don't really know what to expect. It really comes down to their combination and how they can, how they play together as a new team.
Seriously?
So.
Oh. It's a new guy?
Yeah, now it is.
Yeah,
Now
Cunningham.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cunningham is the former head coach.
Before that,
Raululu? Rauluni?
no, not Roluni. Anyways, we'll work on that. We'll work on finding that. But yeah, there was a guy who died here.
Sirwakula?
Yeah, right. Sirwakula, yeah. He's amazing coach. I'd love to see him part of one of the men's programs. I think he really deserves that position. He won with the Fijian and Rua before they were in the Super Rugby, and then when they played, and then he was the coach when they won the first 2 seasons of Super Rugby, and then when he left or when they let him go,
Oh, he was that coach.
yeah, and then when they let him go, then they didn't win.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not saying that it's just the coach, but it obviously has a huge part to do with the coach. Yeah, well, gentleman who died here, I think it was in Naseo, Nangumu, just on the coast here, standing beside the road with a relative, admiring the coconut trees and during the Mbongi Walu and how they can like flex and like come back and like how strong they are, and not knowing that there was a coconut tree with no leaves, no coconuts, so dead, standing, and which means that it's usually, you know, rotting at some. Well, coconut trees rot very fast and they become unstable, and it fell, and the guy beside him just heard this thud and looked over, and this thing just like crushed him.
Boy.
So that is maybe the most Fijian way to die. So, I mean, respect there. That almost sounds like a storybook, you know? How did your dad die?
What did they call those coconut trees? The old one?
Fiji doll?
Fiji doll, eh?
Yeah, yeah. Killed by a Fiji doll.
Boy, I just imagine this huge.
I know. I mean, it's.
I thought he died with like one coconut.
No, the actual tree
Like
trunk.
fell on him.
The trunk fell
Oh,
and killed him, yeah.
trunk.
I don't know if it was on the news or not.
Huh?
Was it on the news?
I didn't
Oh, okay.
know. I just heard it from the people here and the taxi driver.
Yeah. And so his funeral was this last weekend. But probably the most Fijian way that you can go out of this world, you know? Like if you said like, oh, how did your dad die? Oh, he was killed by a coconut tree. It's like, you know, like it's in our roots. Right? What?
Yeah.
I mean,
He died.
I think it's like, I mean, some people die because they didn't have life jackets in the boat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not actually trying to make fun. I'm like, just like, that's my exact thought when I hear it. Because I always think about like ways to go. And like some of us will die in like ways that are just like, I cannot believe like he goes out like that, you know? Like Steve Irwin, like he died in the most Steve Irwin way. He got, you know, stung by a stingray. Like, of course, that's, you know, how he would die, by some wild animal.
Yeah.
So,
Who's
like-
that guy, the crocodile Australian guy? Like he had a show.
Not Steve Irwin.
Is that the same guy?
Well, that's the only Australian I know. But he didn't die by a crocodile. He got stung in the chest with a stingray.
Oh, sorry. Wait, is it? Oh yeah.
Right?
But
Yeah.
he like most of his shows are about like crocodiles.
Yeah,
right?
crocodiles and stuff, yeah.
Oh, he died by a stingray. Oh, what did I thought that he died by like a crocodile?
Well, he spent a lot of his life around crocodiles.
Hmm.
But yeah, I just think like it's like, that's like a classic way to go out, you know?
Right.
Just getting killed by a coconut tree. It's like ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a more unique way to die than just getting in a car crash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever thought of how would you go?
Choose to go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or like how would you like?
How do I think I'm gonna die?
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm gonna.
Most likely, like you're like okay.
How do I think?
Yeah.
Cancer.
Cancer.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Because cancer runs in my mom's side of the family. And so I don't have any signs of diabetes. Yeah, like overall I'm pretty healthy. But yeah, I feel like, you know, what do they say? Like one in, really? What is this?
Dragonfly.
Yeah, I think 1 in 3 will die from cancer. So I think
What cancer?
that'll be my ticket. Man, I don't know.
Me, I've always thought of like how am I gonna go like get struck by a lightning?
Oh, really? That's your fear?
Mm.
Oh,
I think it was last year. Yeah, last year. I was
Oh, wow.
walking down from the coffee shop
Yeah.
to Ramjatan. I wanted to go and buy something. And then it was a bit cloudy. And then the thunder started going like... And just all of a sudden I had this panic attack. Oh shoot, this is how I'm gonna go. And I went under the bus station, the shed, the marketplace, and I
Yeah.
stayed there until
Really?
the sun came out.
Oh my gosh.
And Archie was like calling me, "Hey, when are you gonna bring that thing? Yeah, I'm coming. I was just sitting there until like there's no more like lightning, and like, okay, set. I can
Wow.
go.
Wow.
I've had that experience, I think 2 times or 3 times. It's just like lightning, and then it's like, okay, I feel like this is that day, so I'm gonna go. All right. I just have a panic attack, and I just go in a shop or like a shed or something, and I wait there.
You're like a dog or a cat. Wow, okay. Well, that's very unlikely, but I can understand the fear. I can understand the fear.
Yeah. Hamza, like the billionaire that died, he swallowed a bee while playing polo.
No,
What?
that's not real, is it, Hamza? I think you're talking about the billionaire who died in the sub.
Oh yeah, those guys.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, those guys were dumb, too. Apparently, there's a documentary on Netflix where you can watch about those guys who went down in the sub, and it's like they had no business doing what they were doing. But, Hamza, how do you think you're going to die? I think Hamza's family they last a long time, actually. Probably just old age for that guy. Yeah. Which is kind of cool. There isn't really a painless way to leave this earth. That's all I know.
Oh yeah, so,
So-
it is true.
What? The bee?
Yeah. It's just this month, like last week or the other week.
Huh.
Indian oil parts billionaire.
Swallows a bee, and
Yeah.
then his throat closed up or something? Suffocated?
Yeah, bee during a polo match.
Okay.
Yeah, got stung. I guess got stung in, like on the inside of his throat.
Well, that is a really ironic way to die, you know? Like, talk about being pretentious and then being taken out by, like, such a small creature, you know? Like, playing just, like, a very... sport that a billionaire would play, and then being killed by just, like, a silly little bee, right? It's like, really? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Swallow the bug. But it's a bee.
And then... Now, thank you, Hamza, for... Now I have a new fear. Now I will be riding horses with my mouth closed. A freak accident yesterday, talking about weird ways to go, resulted in a vehicle rolling off the Nawaikama jetty in Ngau Island and ending up in the sea. I did see this, and that looks to me like some sort of Toyota Hilux or something. That's just a really sad day for those people. I have parked on the edge of jetties before, and...
Oh, and just roll down.
Well, no, but like I've, at the ship or something like that, or they ask you to move over to the side, or just being at the Soba jetty with the kids and just like put it in first gear, and even like emergency brake, and then turn the vehicle off and be like, well, I hope that holds. And so
No.
I guess this guy, yeah, that sucks. Dude, can you imagine turning around like, no. Yeah.
There's a lot of people that try and cross, the Wailoa beach.
Yeah.
There's one place there.
There's a river.
Yeah.
Creek, small creek.
Yeah, but then when it's low tide, like it's dried.
Yeah.
But you have to move your car before it gets like to high tide.
Right.
I think I saw a video of like a car that got stuck there.
A car or like a twin cab?
A car.
Oh.
And it couldn't come out.
And high tide hit
High
it.
tide. Woo! Can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm always nervous about the beach.
Yeah.
The beaches will get you,
Yeah, just like the bee.
Yeah. Gotta be careful of them beaches.
And it was a black beach.
It is a black beach.
Yeah,
You have to be even more careful
yeah,
of those.
yeah.
Yeah.
Black sand. Really
Black, yeah.
dangerous.
Wailolo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine dying doing what you love.
Me?
Yeah, that's from Joshua.
Imagine dying doing what you love. Well, I don't suspect I'll die doing anything else. Like I think that
Right.
cancer will just come but I'll be
If you
doing what I love. Oh, but actually, oh yeah.
Yeah, you had that incident. It's like, whoa, the blood started coming out of your
Oh, my nose?
nose when you like.
Yeah, but apparently
did
that was
deep
normal.
dive. Yeah.
That's what they said. And then I kept diving all day. But I told Stephanie, she's like so ticked off. Yeah, she was like, "Are you serious? You kept diving?" Because I came up and like my mask was just like I took it off, it's just like all blood. And I was like talking to Alan. I'm like, "Oh no, man, I'm done." He's like, "No, it's it. Just that happens to me sometimes." I'm like, "Okay."
I don't think that's normal,
No?
bro.
But then now Alan can't see you, right?
Yeah. I guess it's normal for them because it happened so many times. But
Bro,
you
I gotta
need to,
message
like,
him. I gotta
Do
message
your
him.
research. Like,
Because like, you should ask.
Is it
Is it
normal?
normal? Yeah.
if you deep dive and
And
blood.
comes out of your nose. Family lives in tent. Sounds like me. Is it
Okay.
normal?
Yeah, it says it's normal. A condition known as sinus
Bloodness.
barotrauma.
What?
Barotrauma.
Oh, sinus barotrauma.
Yeah, this can happen due to pressure change. Oh, okay. Descent and ascent. You can injure the delicate tissues of the sinuses. Oh,
Okay.
so it's just sinus.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Good to go.
So more.
Good to go. So Fiji plays the Wallabies this weekend.
Boy, see
The centers are exciting, to say the least.
yeah.
Ruvu, Tuisova, and
Tuisova is what
What?
number?
why can't I think of the third one? Somebody help me out here. Ruvu, Tuisova, and Masi.
Masi?
Balawairiki. Yeah, except for Masi. So great centers. Yeah, obviously you're gonna miss Naya Levu, not because these guys are not good, but just because his presence on the field and his leadership and stuff like that. So
Right.
yeah, I sent him a message
I saw that.
a few weeks ago, and just me and Dad were talking about him. I was like, he was just a good guy, eh? Like one
Yeah.
of those respected,
Yeah.
Fijian leaders, I guess. And I mean, he's still young, but just a guy that I realized in talking with Dad that we were just like, man, we appreciated him a lot, just what he gave to Fijian rugby and what he brought as a leader of other men and other men who inspire other people, men and women. So it's one thing to be an elite athlete; it's another thing to be an elite athlete that leads elite athletes, and so that's a very special person.
So Fiji has put their lineup already or no? I don't see it.
No, because they put their training squad, but I don't know who's the lineup yet. I don't think
Yeah,
they've
they
released
haven't
that
called
yet.
it
No.
yet.
So
But don't wanna boo.
for Australia,
I've been seeing his content doing really good.
is he?
Yeah.
He's like stepped it up a little bit, or what?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think the wife is helping him.
good, good.
Yeah. This past
She's a pretty
the
girl.
weekend. I think he put out like 3 or 4.
Really?
Mm.
Wow.
Like reels. was like, wow.
Edited ones.
Yeah, edited ones. I think they were promoting some hotel, I think.
Oh, okay.
Where
In
they're
Fiji?
staying. No, where they're staying.
Oh, it must be in Australia.
Yeah.
'Cause he's in Australia, right?
Yeah.
I think his girlfriend's pregnant, his wife. I don't know
Oh.
what she is. Yeah. Yeah, but we got to get him on the podcast too one day.
Yeah.
And chatting with him. He said next time he's here, he'd jump on.
That's good.
Obviously, if you have time. So, oh yeah, Delisau was talking about the Fiji match.
Good.
That'll be pretty. Man, I remember when he played. So good. So
What time
good.
is it? What time will be the game? In the morning, eh? Oh,
It's
no,
a
it'll
good
be in the night.
question.
Because it's in Australia. So it'll be in the afternoon or...
It'll be in the late
Night.
night.
Wait. Check
They don't-
that time.
I
Oh,
can't see it.
3:30 p.m.
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, afternoon.
On?
This Sunday at the... it didn't say on...
Damn.
But I'm sure it'll be on the
What are we gonna do?
Malaysia,
We're gonna be gone.
TV. 3:30. Church finish what time? 12. Boo.
Ministry of Health got a big. Did they get $1 billion or
Oh yeah.
something?
They got like a 3% raise too.
For the staffs?
Mm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so this 2 billion is for the infrastructure. Last time I was in Suba when I went around the Mog, they were building something at the back there. I don't know what they're building, but I think they're building a new
Morgue.
wing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean CWM. They're talking. I think they just talked. I think they're gonna build like a whole new hospital. A new
Over the old
like.
one?
Huh?
Like,
Well, that's what I saw in one of the news reports. Was they're going to actually build like a whole new facility in Fiji, like like how CWM is like our main hospital. Like this one will be now the new main hospital.
right.
But can't remember where I saw that. So, Minister of Finance announced $2 billion prescription for Fiji's health future. Despite mounting debt and economic headwinds, Professor Prasad says the investment is essential to improve quality of life, restore public confidence, and unlock business growth. Yes, if we don't invest in this, if we don't have this infrastructure, nobody would want to invest, and we are getting a handle on those infrastructure issues. So,
Oh, so they're focusing on the wastewater treatment systems.
nice.
Yeah, that back road. You go there,
Where?
you'll smell it. Like when you're coming from, Fijian,
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
Mog side.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, coming down, you can actually like
From the
smell.
hospital?
Ew.
Yeah. It's just going into the ground?
I don't know where is it going.
Or into the
but
waterway or
yeah,
something?
but you can smell it.
That's disgusting. Yeah. I think if we invest into healthcare, it will definitely attract a lot more people to come to Fiji, because a lot of people are hesitant to come to Fiji.
Yeah, that's the
and
only thing they've been like people
retire.
are hesitant about, eh?
Yeah,
Because they just all say that, like, oh yeah, if the health system was okay, you can come back.
for sure.
It's the
Because
only
like most people in the Fijian or Itoke, when they get old, they would love to just come and spend their last years and the last quarter of their life in Fiji.
Right.
But you're not going to come here when you can't get all the medical procedures and stuff that actually help you live a long, healthy life. So you're not going to make the move if you already have life over there. And so that's one of the biggest questions we get from friends and family about coming to Fiji is like, with the healthcare and stuff like that, are you nervous or afraid or anything like that? And yeah, it is a risk you take for sure. For sure. Yeah. Oh, the permits for party vehicles, are they going to do it? They're talking about it, right?
Yeah.
But they're talking about just giving more taxi permits.
No, the for the party they're not gonna turn into like a taxi, but permits for them. for them to operate. They won't use.
So let's read this. Party operators will not have a separate public service license. The Transport Minister, while clarifying this, says party operators will have to apply for taxi permits.
Oh, so it's a taxi permit then.
Yeah, right. With that, there's been some misconceptions. It's interpreted there will be a separate category of public service vehicle license for party operators. No, they need to apply for taxi permits. I spoke about this within the current framework, which is either hire permit or minibus or a taxi.
So it's still the same. There's no change.
Yeah, still the same. They need to apply for a taxi permit, which will be rolled out soon. We need to regulate them, ensure that they don't have police records, that the standard of service is there, and they are monitored by LTA. So, well, the public are saying that there's no taxi at the places where the taxi bases are, so that's an issue which will be resolved. But the open rank taxi system is in the legal framework. That's what we removed. He said open bases for taxis was possible. For example, within open areas in front of shops that can be open, and taxis can come in as they wish and leave their base. So it's more to get them back to their bases, but the open system will still be there in another format. So the main thing is to open up the taxi permits and also to ensure that the bases have the taxis there when people need them. Yeah, like the reason, so I took 2 taxis. One was organized by Ali. That was the third one. I took 3 taxis, 2 in which I just got a random taxi. When I was in Nandi for 24 hours on the way here last week. Both ripped me off. And like the whole reason why we use Pari is because like you get, especially like a guy with my skin color, as soon as I go to Nandi, they think that I don't know anything. And so I just like see what they'll say and then just usually go with the flow because like honestly for a 5-minute taxi ride, I'm not looking to, Stephanie's different. I don't want the hassle, I don't want the problem. So I just usually do what is needed if it's within reason. But like from even Lambasa, I got picked up in Lambasa, taken to Wailevu, and the guy had another person in the taxi, and so I came down and he said, do you mind, coming with this guy and just share the fare? And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I got in, he said, it's a fixed rate to Lambasa. And he said, $12.
What the heck?
I'm like,
should have gotten off.
$12. I'm like, but we were already on the way. And I was like, okay. I was just like, we're not like a exposure page. Like that's not what I do or what we do. Is like, but like I could just take a picture of his license plate or his permit.
You didn't on the meter.
No.
Oh yeah, you
No
should
meter.
have.
But it's just like, for that reason, like I don't support taxis because I use Pari because the taxi drivers rip you off anyways.
Yeah.
So you can't, and everybody I know who comes into Fiji, honestly, unless they deal with Ali, like I feel like people just get ripped off. And so why would we support a system that has like, okay, check their criminal record, make sure their vehicles are maintained. And like taxis are honestly the worst conditioned vehicles. Like usually I take Pari because at least they look after their vehicles. Taxis are usually so abused and falling apart, like you don't want to take most of the taxis in Nandi. And so for that reason, the Pari industry will continue to grow.
Yeah.
Because if I'm going to be paying a fixed rate, you're not going to use your meter, and then you're going to lie to me. Like, I have no reason to use your service. I'd rather just give it to some citizen who's just hustling. Like I don't. And it's honestly the most. I would just love if we were that kind of channel, just to spend a day with Stephanie and just give her the phone and she could just get in taxis at the airport.
Oh, yeah.
Like we could just hang out at the airport. She could just get in a taxi and expose them, get out, just come back to
Another taxi.
departures, get another taxi, expose them. We could probably make like 20, 30, 40 videos in a day. Really? Because everybody wants to use and abuse. Yeah.
True.
That'd actually be pretty funny. Just make like a compilation video.
Like
Or
a
just-
reality TV. It's like you expose them.
Yeah.
Go around.
And then like give like a reward to the people that are like honest
they're
taxi drivers, right?
honest there.
Yeah.
And give it to them. It's like, actually, you're on the camera right now.
That's actually not a bad idea. Because I do have a problem with people who do business in dishonest ways. So that would actually be pretty funny. But it does piss me off. But like when I get a taxi from Labasa Airport to here, like I make sure they turn on the meter and all this kind of stuff. But on a short drive, sometimes I'm just like, honestly, like I just want to get where I'm going. I don't want to create a problem and a hassle. But like Stephanie she'll lean into them really, really good.
I had my first experience when I was in Singapore using something like Uber, but they have their own version, which is called Grab. Boy, this is... I can just imagine if we start using like Uber or something like...
Oh, we should.
Like we create our own app, like Uber.
Yeah.
And we, like everybody gets to... They will go through the same system, right? It's like you wanna be an Uber driver, you get checked for like police records and all these things. You go through the test, set. And then we just use that. Boy, I feel like it will be so convenient and so easy for everybody.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And everybody can just be an Uber, like doing Uber driver. And I asked like some of them, like, so you've been doing this for how long? Oh no, this is just like passing time. What do you do? Well, I'm a doctor.
Really?
Yeah.
Boom.
Then I asked another guy, oh, I'm a real estate agent. So I just finished work and just do this. Like, how much you made so far? It's like, oh, you my fifth one and I already made 120.
Yeah, see?
And it's like, just Uber.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, a lot of people do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people in Canada do it too.
But I forgot what this guy's name is. He's remember we used to watch his video. He used to do this talking head videos. He's Fijian. And like he has like a color grading, like lights at the back. He's like fresh cut, shave, tone guy, and he used to like have those. I think it was 2 years back.
What?
He's doing this kind. He's trying to create.
Hakwa?
Hakwa? I forgot his name. He's trying to create something similar, like a app.
I think it's Hakwa.
Hakwa?
Yeah.
Hey.
Like the Nandronga.
Hakwa.
Yeah.
On Facebook?
I don't know. Just type in Hakwa Fiji. Ride share or something. I don't know what it's going to be.
Hakwa Transport?
Yeah.
Oh! I think that's the same guy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's already up, eh?
I don't know if it's up or if it's just in beta.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I saw his stuff like
Oh yeah, this guy.
a month ago. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's good at editing too.
No, yeah. When he first started, like the way he did his videos, it was so good. It caught my eye. The lightings and all. I thought he was with the Adventist church.
Oh, but you don't know.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah, Hakwa. Oh yeah, so he is doing it.
Yeah, I think he's a coder. And so
Ah.
he's just building the app. But I don't know what will be the goal of the app if you still have to.
You have to go through LTA, eh?
Yeah, if you still have to go through taxis and
Right.
stuff, anyways. And Pari won't be. I mean, if he's giving a platform for Pari to be,
Using it.
well, then it's illegal, right? But I think it's more just so that people can easily access taxis. Because like you're usually like standing on the road looking for a taxi, waving it down. But like if you could just go on the app and book it, then the taxi would, you know, and you can just see how far away your taxi driver is. Then you're not like, if you're at the bar or something like that, or wherever you're coming shopping, you just, you know, you're at the checkout, you just book your taxi, and then you go outside, and then it comes, right? You don't have to like go and wait and hope for the best,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, and then I guess his platform would be there so that people could, show their ads and stuff on it, so that maybe it would be his way of making money, would be selling ad space on the actual app itself.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. Or for every booking that gets made through the app, he keeps a percentage. So I think that's potential.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I don't know exactly what his profit
Would look like, eh?
like how he plans to make revenue off of the app. But I think it's a cool idea. He seems like a smart guy too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. The way he talks. Okay, this guy's
Dude,
like brained.
on another note, and lastly, before we finish up, how about that Isolé thing that you sent me today?
Oh yeah, I
Whoa.
sent that to you for us to talk about. What do you think about it?
So cool.
Kachi?
Boy. Did you show anybody yet?
No.
Man. You should just show it on your laptop if you show them. So they can,
I'll show it to them.
If you just search Isolé Sydney Opera House,
Yeah, Sydney
I guess,
Opera.
for anybody who's watching. And so, I don't know what it was, but maybe a Polynesian night of some sort or something, but or a Fijian night. But anyways, they perform, I don't know if it's the Sydney Symphony Orchestra or what it might have been, but it was a full orchestra with the choir in the background singing the
Easily.
famous Fijian goodbye farewell song. And
So good, eh?
the sound, man. I mean, there's levels to the game, and you think it sounds good when you hear it from a hotel, and it's good, right?
Yeah.
But then it's like when I say it's good, like it's really good. It's beautiful. It's a cool way to like send people off as a farewell song. But like then you hear that, you're like, dude, man, that's good. That's really good, eh? And so, yeah, special stuff. Anyways, thank you guys for joining. I am going to go and have a dinner meeting. See if I can get a barbershop to open up beside Fresh Tea and Coffee.
Good luck with your dinner, man.
Yes. All right. Thank you guys for joining. We will see you guys back here again on Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, have a great week. This is On The Mat. My name is Jonathan. We'll see you later.
Oh, this.